The world is not in danger because of Russia. The world is not threatened by Russia. The world has no fear of Russia. That's the reality. The propaganda that the West has generated, in particularly the United States, and more specifically, the LGBT left-wing Democrat uniparty Republican epicenter in Washington, D.C., they are inventing this fountain of lies about Russia and spreading that to poison the minds of people in Europe. And I think only Europe is susceptible to it. You don't have anyone in Africa or Asia drinking from that fountain of lies and death. So in one sense, it's laughable. It's disgustingly silly and childlike. But that's what America has become. That's what specifically the United States government under the Democrats have become. Children. Almost on a retarded level, and they're pushing their woke globalist left-wing agenda without any sense of restraint, any sense of reason or self-reflection, or professional, intelligent analytics. It's like an emotional, spiritual possession, as I was talking with a religious person earlier. So they're pushing. And Russia is sort of standing its ground, warning them not to push, warning them this can lead to bad consequences. This can lead to war. But the West doesn't seem to be able to want to hear it or even be able to hear it. So it's very unnerving and disturbing, and especially when I'm only one of 2 Americans that have come here. Because everyone else that tried, they've stopped. They stopped Scott Ritter and took his passport. They stopped Mike Maloof. They stopped others. Only myself and Larry Johnson, through sort of a divine luck or intervention, were able to come to Russia. Now, I've been here before. I love Russia. I think it's a beautiful country and culture. But it's also a country that has fought the fascism and authoritarianism of Nazi Germany, Napoleon, and now the West. So we're seeing Russia being pushed into a position where it is going to have to defend itself, and that defense could be a military strike against Western targets, not because it wants to, but because it has to. And why does it have to? Because the West is incapable of stopping and respecting Russia's position. It never respected Russia's position in 2014 when they overthrew the government of Yanukovych in Ukraine, and they have been pursuing this reckless, disrespectful path ever since. So I think Russia, as much as Vladimir Putin has displayed enormous patience and geopolitical brilliance and political heroism by leading Russia through these reefs, I think he and the rest of his cabinet, the Russian government in general, are done with these games. And they're going to react in a very destructive way if the West does not learn that its will is not going to be allowed to be impressed upon Russia. So it is going to lead to, I think there's going to be a conflict because the West is going to start it, but Russia is going to end it.